Good evening, everybody. How's it going tonight on this Thursday evening? And it's quite mild out there in the UK today, although it's still stormy as anything. So it's chucking it down the rain. It's nice to be in here. But because I visited Gates Garden Centre today, I've got a Christmas video going up after the stream, and that'll tide you over until the Titanic video tomorrow, which, just so you know, is going to be out in the evening time. There's so much to do that I think it's going to take pretty much all day to build, edit, and then I'll get the video out in the evening. So I'll show you the Lemax displays anyway. But well done, Carl, for getting Live and Let Die. And good evening, Christian from Grantham.
Let's give it up, Christian, big time.
I'm on your Kraken.
Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
It's all good. Lou, you're I don't know if that's your favourite film, Moonraker, but with Bond films, see, I love Live and Let Die, but Moonraker's one of my favourites, which is weird because a lot of people don't like Moonraker. They think that's one of the weaker Bond movies, although, you know, with the new lot, Spectre, and there's plenty that's a lot worse than that. But I was the same with Indiana Jones as well, you know, because I'm a real big fan of Temple of Doom, but a lot of people think that's like the weakest or one of the weakest ones. I don't count Crystal Skull because that's just not an Indiana Jones film. But I put Temple of Doom up there with Raiders, you know. Last Crusade's probably my favourite though. I've got no plans tonight, so normally I have a little schedule list of everything I want to discuss, but nothing. I'm done. So tonight you peeps are going to tease the conversation, and hopefully we won't get on the subject, because I don't think Mrs. Welderwayne read that ticker tape earlier on. So she's either frantically going back to watch it now, or she's played dumb. Yes, Gates Garden Centre, the Christmas hour was good. So I got about 5 minutes of footage on the video that you'll see later, Ian, after the stream. But I'm putting it up now before Halloween because why not? You know, Jack Pumpkin... is it... Wait a minute. Jack Skellington, Jack Pumpkinhead. That's a different film. Jack Skellington. He celebrated Christmas at Halloween originally before he decided to take over Christmas. So, you know, it is what it is. But obviously on Monday it is Halloween. I used to take my kids trick-or-treating. God, this Kraken's kick quick. Can't speak tonight. The Kraken is kicking in quick tonight. I used to take my kids trick-or-treating, but I haven't got them this year. And they are getting a little bit old now, to be honest with you. But they have still been carving pumpkins today, although my youngest Faith has carved a Hello Kitty on her pumpkin. So that's pretty cool. Spider-Spree, you're halfway through Matrix Resurrections. I hated every film after the Matrix, you know. You had to stop to watch Wayne. Yeah, I hated them all. And that latest one, the Matrix Legacy or whatever, oh my God, what was that all about? Biggest waste of money everywhere, ever. Hello, Paul. How's it going? New to the channel. I thought I hadn't recognised your name, Paul. Well, you're always welcome here. Tonight on Thursday, we just have a general chat night. Tuesday nights, we're normally doing a live build. There's a Patreon stream on Wednesdays. But tonight is just a chance to relax, drink Kraken, chat models, chat films, chat anything. It's the most random stream you're ever going to find tonight. So welcome aboard, Paul. Remember to click that subscribe button, which, as you know, I've changed some animations on the thing. The card now pops up with the logo, and it's even got my little logo in there. I've been fiddling around with After Effects with Adobe Premiere and incorporating After Effects in it. So there's a few more little animations getting in there. Not too much, because it just takes too much time editing. I'm trying to streamline down my editing so that it's not taking half the day to do a video. But that's what's happening there. Now tonight... Oh, wait a minute. I just saw a comment there. Stand by. I can't find the comment. Don't tell me my thing's playing up again. You were right in the middle of typing Silver Bullet. I can't find the comment that's on my other screen here. So stand by. Ah, there it is. Do not estimate women, Wayne. Big mistake. Yeah, that's too true. Too true. The writing on the ticker tape is too small for me to see. Whew. That's a lucky escape. Please don't anyone tell her what I wrote. The burning of the Titanic. I did explain this to patrons yesterday. I mean, it's a funny thing to do and all that, but it does have a serious side because I have a mental block while it's still sitting up there and I know I can't complete it. And I always find the best way to do that is just to get rid of it and get it out of sight, out of mind. At the moment, the Enterprise is buried right under that table and there's no chance of me even looking at it. So letting all your problems go up in smoke. The Titanic wasn't being picked up again, the wooden Titanic. That's why I had no qualms in burning it. Although I didn't burn it, if you notice. Robert Beveridge, who you know on the channel, who does all the chat and stuff on here, he came to visit me with his lovely wife Leslie yesterday. So we burnt it, and I let him do that, so I didn't burn myself. But it's all cool. So we've had 2 visits to the workshop this week. It's all cool. Saw on Facebook, John Russell, someone said Agora bringing out an upgrade crib for the Leopard Takers. Anyway, yes, they are. It's actually on their sites, and it was in their newsletter as well, John. I believe it's a new cable, a new motherboard. There's loads of things, new springs, and all new parts that they're giving us now. If you order the Leopard tank now, they're going to be included in pack 1. So you can actually just swap those parts out to start without having to wait to the end to swap them out. So, but it is on the Agora Models Facebook page, John. So that's all good. Yeah, Anthony, I saw your picture of the Lemax village. It's cool. You know what? I haven't got space to make something like you've made that you sent me a picture of, but I do have a winter garden and a pub from the Lemax villages, and I've been looking today, and I will be buying another one this year, and then I'll think about where I'm putting it all, because I haven't got a clue. I haven't got a clue at all. I'll worry about those things later. Oh, brother, how's it going? Congratulations, Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith here has just become a granddaddy. So I'm sure we could all wish Russell there a congratulations. Look, I've got a Kraken here. Congratulations to you and your family. Bless you. I can't believe you beat me to being a granddad. Old Bomber's Pants, just fight him on a smooth surface. He's doomed in those shiny shoes. What is Kraken? Kraken is a very, very nice spiced rum. So it's a dark rum, Joseph. So it's I love rum. And I used to be a Bacardi man. Then someone got me into Kraken. Someone on the channel. I can't remember who it was, to be honest with you. And the rest is history, because all my viewers decided to buy me Kraken for Christmas, birthdays. So I've got my own Kraken distillery in Corby. I was meant to go to Gates last Saturday, Steve, to see Ian. But Ian came to the workshop on Monday and picked up the Ducati. If you haven't seen that, that's on his Partwork Upgrades Facebook channel. So he's got that lovely on the shelf now of his Rossi bike. And I went today because I've got the mother-in-law staying for the week, you see. So we took her to Gates, which is all cool. You'll be on the 24th of October. Oh, you'll be 24th on the... Sorry, it's the Kraken, Jacob. 24 on October 30th, day before Halloween. So on Sunday, you're going to be 24. Well, happy birthday, Jacob. And I will make sure that I put the little thing up there for the 30th. And I hope you have an absolutely brilliant day. It's all cool. I'm glad that I've still got that little clip art there. I need to have a Christmas clip art. I have been working on all the clip art for Christmas. And I've been changing the introductions and all of that. Christmas on the World of Wayne channel is probably going to start around about the middle of November. But after today's video, it's going to start a tiny little bit earlier. Hello, DK Jedi over on TikTok. I can see you over there. I can see chat now. I've sorted out my differences with Facebook. If you know, I took the live streams off of Facebook because I was getting copyrighted, and they tried to copyright me. So not only did I appeal the decision and won, but I spoke to someone and says, why do I keep getting copyrighted for my own original content? So they put whatever they need to put on the channel to stop that happening now. So someone was trying to copyright me talking. It's some German NTV, I think it was, some German TV station. So I don't quite know. Unless someone in Germany looks like me and has exactly the same background with World of Wayne up here. I don't know how that works. But copyright's just beyond me. I never understand it. But it's all cool. Even that, you know when I did the marble run and I had the short circuit music? I didn't get copyright strikes for that. And I don't know why. I really expected to, but no, didn't get copyright strikes. Even though Roger Moore is my favourite Bond, Octopussy is the worst Bond film. No. Spectre is the worst Bond film. It was god-awful. And Quantum of Solace wasn't all that. Casino Royale was good. Skyfall was brilliant. I'm just thinking of the later Bonds. I didn't mind any of the Timothy Daltons. I didn't mind any of the Pierce Brosnan. I think they're all right. But no, I think that was one of my... You know what it is, Nigel? Is because in the 80s, obviously that's my era. That's when Octopussy came out. And didn't Octopussy came out? Didn't Octopussy get released at the same time as Never Say Never Again, Sean Connery? I'm sure those both films came out at the same time. Obviously, they don't really class Never Say Never Again as a Bond film, but who knows? Did you see the trailer for Guardians? Yeah, I did. They had some trailers for that on the start of Black Adam. They had Marvel trailers for a DC film. I couldn't figure that one out. It doesn't make sense. I enjoyed Black Adam, I have to say. But then again, my expectations were low when I went in there, so it was a good film. You agree about The Matrix? Yeah, The Matrix was a film that didn't need us. There's lots of films that don't need sequels that they seem to make. And, you know, here's a controversial thing. I cannot get into Andor. I don't know what it is. I just find it slow and boring. It reminds me of Blade Runner. I just cannot get into it at all. I enjoyed She-Hulk. I enjoyed Rings of Power. I enjoyed House of the Dragon. But, yeah, I just can't get into Andor. Please don't tell me I'm the only one who feels that way. Not good. Wherever you are, please buy a poppy. Remembrance Sunday, 13th of November. Definitely, Hamish. We obviously, if you didn't know, my dad's in a care home now. But my dad used to be in the forces, and he dresses up for remembrance. The good thing is the care home he's at is in walking distance from the church. So on Sunday the 13th, we're going to be taking him there so he can actually attend with the military for the poppy laying ceremony. So he'll have his berry on, but bless him. You've got COVID, Jason. You know what? This afternoon, Jason, I swore that I was coming down with it, even though I haven't got a cough. I came back from Gates Garden Centre, and I was just so tired. And I slept all afternoon. And I said to Esther, Mrs. Wilder Wayne, I said that I don't know what happened. I went on the bed, I just fell asleep, and then I woke up like tonight. I'm never like that. So that's why I'm on the Kraken tonight, because, you know, I need to get my body into I'm going clubbing mode. The Kraken effects. Kraken is a lovely drink, I tell you, but I do have a lot of it. And who was it? Was it Kaylin? Kaylin, was it you who sent me the limited edition bottle, white glove models from California, Kraken Attacks? It was lovely. You need everything edited with Star Wars style fades. What, like the slow wipe? It's not ale tonight. It's we're on the stronger stuff, Julian. Actually, I've only got about 2 ales left in that fridge down there, which is cool. I've actually moved my light around. I prefer this. My light used to be over here, but now it's here. And then I have this light as sort of like a balancing light. So if I turn that off, it doesn't really light up the back. I have a light lighting up the back area here. But I need more lights behind there. Now, when I was at Gates today, I was looking at Christmas trees because I thought I need a Christmas tree in the background for when Christmas comes. And the Christmas trees were around about £74 just for a little one. But then I thought, well, wait a minute. I can just put an overlay on here, have some garland up here. I don't need to buy anything. I can just have a pretend tree here. So that's probably what I'm going to do. You got the toolkit for the Bismarck, Kevin. I got the toolkit for the Eddie Stobart. Hachette really are giving away their tut. You stop watching Bond films after Goldeneye. Well, I mean, they did jump the ship with Pierce Brosnan in Die Another Day and the Invisible Vanquish. That was like, you got to be kidding me. But, you know, I mean, I found Spectre to be unwatchable. But the rest of them I can plough through. Not too bad. Even Mrs. Wilder Wayne, I don't think likes On Her Majesty's Secret Service with George Lazenby. But yeah, they're not too bad. You're having an operation on your eyes, David. Thank you for reminding me about that. Well, good luck with that operation, because there's going to be no live stream on Tuesday next week and probably no video on Wednesday because I'm having another tooth ripped out. And if you saw what I was like last time, I was in a mess the next day. It's the last one. So on Tuesday night, I'm having this one out here, and then I'll probably be nursing myself on Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday next week, there's going to be no live stream. I forgot that. There's me saying I'm going to schedule a stream for Tuesday, and I won't be. But there you go. Hello, Scott. Don't be sorry for the late arrival. Everyone can come and go as they please, Scott. We and if you do miss things, you can come on the on demand. So David, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be in a chair with someone pulling things out of me. Evening Gall, just about from. Oh, wait a minute. Paul Reynolds, Evening Gall, just about from Caravan in Battle, East Sussex. Ah, I know Battle very well. I know Hastings very well. I know Rye very well. As a matter of fact, Paul, I'm actually down your way on the 21st of November. I'm in East Sussex somewhere. But at the moment, I haven't got a clue where. All I know is an undisclosed location. If that isn't a thing to get me kidnapped, I don't know what is. But I'm actually going to the Airfix factory, but not the one in Margate. I know they've got their headquarters in Margate, but not there. And I'm about to see a model being made, and also the person who makes the model, I'm going to be speaking to them as well. So it's a new Airfix model that's on pre-order at the moment. It's actually out there at the moment. I don't think it's a secret to let you know. It's the Spitfire. I think is it a 124 scale Spitfire? Let me have a look. Stand by. It is on pre-order at the moment, so it's the Mark 9 Spitfire. It's on pre-order at the moment. It was meant to come out in August, but I think it's been delayed to November. Let me just click over the screen, actually. This one here. So I'm going to be meeting the person that actually designed that. You probably didn't hear that very well when I skipped over. I don't know. I hope you did. But that's what's happening. But it's an undisclosed location, so I don't know where yet. No Bond had his ass kicked more than Craig's Bond. But I mean, someone said, what would happen if the You Only Live Twice was the sequel to Die Another Day? No Time to Die. Was that the last one? No Time to Die was the last one, wasn't it? Yeah, and then because he's dead, they're burying him at sea in You Only Live Twice, and then it can continue. I don't like the thought of killing off Bond. That was just a stupid story, but there you go. You just started the Agora Model Super Snake. It's a great build, but we were talking about that on the Patreon stream last night, Joseph, because I've only got about 15 stages left of the Eleanor Mustang, and the way things are going at the moment, it don't look like it's going to ever get finished. But I'll be shocked, absolutely shocked. I know people keep asking about Eagle Moss. I'll be shocked if we hear something before Christmas. I think we'll hear something in the new year, but we'll have to see. Hello, David. How's it going? David, just to remind you, I'm bringing the whole family with me on Saturday, November 12th. We're going to be at the Telford Model Fair, Model Convention. It's on for a few days, but I'm there on the Saturday. So hopefully I can meet up with some of you if you're going to be there. I think you said you're going, David, so I'll definitely meet up there. Hello, Daniel. How's it going? When you're doing Iron Man from Fan Home, what advice can you give before I start? You need a really good screwdriver, probably a bigger one. This is a PH1 rather than a PHO. Use oil and always tighten the joints as hard as you can possibly get them, even if it feels like they're too hard. Otherwise, you're going to get floppy hands and floppy elbows. And as a matter of fact, for all intents and purposes, it's going to look like the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. Kraken is a creature in mythologies. It is. And it's also in Clash of the Titans, although it doesn't look like the Kraken that we know as a big octopus with tentacles. I do have a T-shirt in my store of the Kraken, which I had tentacles over the logo. If you didn't know my store, it's I'm trying to think now. It's bit.ly, bit.ly. I thought I'd have an update, and I think it's Wayne's store. That's my thing. So here's my store. It's actually linked on the YouTube channel, but this is my page with the old header card on it. And where's my Kraken shirt? Stand by. Where's my Kraken shirt? My Kraken shirt's not there. I need to find out what's happened to my Kraken shirt. It used to be there. Sometimes they take shirts down because, see, I don't dictate the prices on that site. The company that does Teespring, and if they're not making any profit for the company at all, they don't list them. So I have to keep going in and amending them. And believe me, in the last month, the amount of times I've had to put the prices up because, you know, the world order and all that says that we all need to pay 5 times what we're paying. That's what's happening. Oh, was it Mark Smith who got me the Kraken? Oh, right, okay. I don't know. Well, Mark Smith, thank you. If it was you, Mark Smith, all I know is I've got a whole run of Kraken bottles on the top, and I've got this special Kraken attacks from California, which is all cool. But no, I really appreciate that. How could I have missed that? Silly me. You just started the DLSD GT40 today. I'm enjoying that build. I know that it's been out before, but this is the first time I've seen it. Once we've done the front forks on the Rossi bike, I wouldn't have seen any other stage after that, because that's where I stopped it last time. So I'm enjoying that build as well. Every build I'm doing has a place in the workshop now, which is good. So if you want to see my stash pile, I hope I don't break the camera, but just down there on the against the wall, that's my stash pile. So that's all I've got left. So we are doing well. Someone again on the Patreon stream yesterday mentioned that now I've cut down the amount of videos I'm actually doing in a week. Am I going to get them all in? And yeah, believe me, with the Volvo, the Route Master, what I've got left at the moment, I'm actually struggling to find stuff. Oh, it's all cool. It's all cool, Mr. Smith. Am I that far behind on chat? I'm sorry. I will speed up. I promise. I promise I will speed up. You just got a free gift. Everyone seems to get their free gifts at the same time. Have I been on? I'm always on my best behaviour, Mike King. My mother-in-law loves me, and she's bought her little dog as well. And I know Ian's met Pip, and I know Robert's met Pip. Pip is half the size of Phoebe, and if you've seen Phoebe, Phoebe's tiny. So this dog is it's a cross between a dog and a bat. It's Bat Dog. And today I've been trying to find a really small dog's Batman costume, because it's got the ears and the face of a bat. Have I got a picture of Pip? I've got to show you Pip. I mean, I've been taking a stupid, obscene amount of pictures of Pip, but this is Pip. Now, remember, Pip is half the size of Phoebe, so she's about... Actually, she's so small, I can probably get it on my ruler. She's less than a ruler's length. And height... She's probably about 20 centimetres high, so she's tiny. She's like a guinea pig. But that's what she looks like. She's got a bat face, I'm telling you. Oh, bless, that's Pip. No Time to Die is bad. Yeah, I didn't like it. I mean, I know that because I watch Moonraker, like Glue was saying, all the time. But yeah, I didn't like No Time to Die. I think I've only watched it once. They did both come out at the same time. Never say never. I'm glad I can remember what we were chatting about. You're enjoying Andor. I just find it incredibly boring. Wayne, you thought you said Black Adam. Black Atom. Up an atom. Up an atom. And now I cannot see Rowan in that costume. I love Blackadder. Hello, David. How's it going? There's a special bus service on Sunday between Bradford and Biggleswade with 8 preserved buses. Really? 6 times United Counties, 2 times Eastern National Vickers running over Route 1. So they're going from Bedford to Biggleswade. They're going across the country. When's that? This Sunday. I'm not here this Sunday. This Sunday I'm going to be in Essex, unfortunately. Oh, hang on. Someone's knocking on the door. Telford, if you keep mentioning Octopussy. Oh, here comes Pip.
The real thing.
Here's Pip. Look.
No, look, this is Pip.
Pip, look. This is...
See, she's so tiny.
Bat dog. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Bat dog.
Hello, Pip. Doesn't look her best. She's petrified.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Come on. Very friendly. Come on.
There was only one James Bond, Connery. No, you see, it depends who you're brought up with. See, I love Connery, but I was brought up with Roger Moore, so Roger Moore's always going to be my Bond. He's the Kraken. Andor's okay. Still preferred Obi-Wan. I mean, I found Obi-Wan, well, it was all right. It wasn't great. But I couldn't stand Book of Boba Fett until The Mandalorian came into it. When you went to see the Lancaster... do you see if you wanted to do a taxi run? It's 480. Yep, they do a couple of runs actually. They do the taxi run. They do a VIP service where you get your dinner and stuff as well, and you get to look around the plane and all of that. and have pictures taken. And they do 2 packages for that. And then they also do one where you can fly or taxi in the Mosquito as well. I loved it there, John. It was brilliant. Brilliant day. Hello, Daniel, over on Twitch. Sorry, I've only just got to your comment, which is like 15 minutes ago. But, you know, I do try and get through every comment. What are you doing the Iron Man from fan? I've answered that, though, so I'm happy. Your architect was due tomorrow. Hello, Peter. To finish measuring up for an extension, but he came down with COVID. I think it's going around again. Wuhan's closed down some of the stuff there, which is a little bit worrying for us, because if it gets to the Shenzhen region, then we're going to be delayed with our part works again, especially over the Christmas period, which is not going to be good. So fingers crossed. How much for a little Christmas tree? The cheapest I found was, there was small ones for 31, but for the size I was after, which is about that big, £74.99. Hello, R. Flester. How's it going? Finally getting on board today. Been a while since I made it. Oh, it certainly has. But I do recognise your name still, so don't. You are still always welcome here. Can't be on the strong stuff tonight. It's only Thursdays I'm on the strong stuff. The problem was that because I was drinking, Julian, on the every stream I was on, and I was having a crack, and I'm sure people think I was just like, you know, a rumaholic, but I hardly ever drink. Hence why this one glass is, you know, I'm seeing pink dots. Dentist EV? No, dentists are great. But you know what? If it wasn't for my good buddy in chat there, Chris Hurst, who's a retired dentist, I think I would have been a complete more of a mess than I normally am in the dentist. And the last couple of months, I've actually been behaving myself in a dentist. So I think he's calmed me down a bit. No, this is a new dentist, Raymond. Brand new dentist, this one, actually. Prior to this dentist, I hadn't seen a dentist for 13 years. And the fact is that to say I only need 1 tooth out and 2 fillings, I think I got away brilliantly. I do try and take care of my teeth, though, so... I mean, you can't see them. I've got the sort of mouth where you can't see my teeth. So I've got nice straight teeth. I could probably do with whitening up a bit. but yeah, I got nice straight teeth. I had the orthodontist treatment and stuff. Hello, Pete. You almost... You got the last pack of the model space subscription, 2 more packs to go, and you can finish. So you'll be finished the GT40 just as I'm starting it. Wow. A lot of people have asked me to start the Samba, though. I think out of all the things they do, I think don't they do a VW, but it's a convertible. I'd rather do a Beetle that's not a convertible. I don't know if oh God, Chris Collectibles from France. I don't know if he's watching tonight, but he's sending me a load of trials over. I squared up with him, so there's no loss of expense or anything. But I've got the ET trial coming, the Canada Air trial coming, and I think he's bunging some other trials that he's got duplicates of that he's sending me as well. They should be here. They're in customs at the moment, probably next week. So we might have a trial stream where we're looking at all the new trials that are out there. It should be fun. Hello, Frank's Models over in trying to say Connecticut as an English person rather than Connecticut. He had 7 teeth removed in one session. You know what? He wouldn't even do 2 for me, Raymond. He said that because they're on opposite sides, I might have trouble eating. So he did give me the option, but there's me looking terrified, and Mrs. Wildaway was like... Actually, now Mrs. Wildaway was like that, and I was like... Wow, David Buckingham, who made the bespoke bases for the Route Masters, worked on the sets of several Bond films. Really? You know what, David? Before the Titanic went under, who was it? It was Renosium was putting Titanic quotes up. You should comment on my Route Master videos, some facts about the build and stuff, and I'll just pin them so they'll be the top comment. I'm happy to do that, or even put them on the screen like a flash you see there. I think that's a great idea because I find that sort of stuff brilliant. And people were saying to me after the V8 build that, you know, how can you not know the parts of the engines after you've built some of these builds? And I'm like, well, in the instructions, most of the time, it just refers to them as detail. And I get more learnt by people correcting me or telling me the actual name of the parts. I think that would be quite a fun thing to do on future videos, actually. And thank you, Big Kitch. It's actually going to get a little bit more difficult now. We're starting to do the wires. And I think that's where a lot of people are struggling. Wires and batteries. But now's a good time, if you're up to where I am, to order your batteries. And there are links in all the R2D2 videos where you can get them from, both in the UK and the USA. There was a famous battle in Battle. That was the Battle of Hastings, 1066, wasn't it? RF debris. God, Chris Hirsch, you're going to be loving this stream tonight if we're talking about teeth being removed. You had teeth removed for dentistry. I just had them put me under, saved me lots of stress. I've never ever been put under for anything, so I don't know how I'd react with anaesthetic, to be honest with you. You've done 2 live streams tonight. Wow. Building a 1970 Ferrari 512 just before watching your live stream. Are you doing them, or you've watched 2? Hello, Brady Photography from Washington, D.C. I loved Washington, D.C. I was over there in May. I need to go back and look more. Great place. Absolutely great place. It's probably for the best that Daniel Craig left. I don't know who the new Bond's going to be. I haven't got a clue. You went to the factory in Margate. I was invited, if you remember, back in May, but I couldn't turn up. Because it's a Hornby. It's Hornby Models, isn't it? Hello, Dilshad over on Facebook. See, I can see Facebook comments now. How cool is that? You're up on Saturday. Oh, cool. There's going to be quite a few people then. Listen, when you're up there, if you see me, don't be afraid to come up to me, even if I'm talking. Because I'm like this in real life. Trust me. If you've met me, this is what I'm like. And I'll talk to anyone. I might talk to you to death, but I'll talk to anyone. Yeah, so by all means, don't be afraid to come up to me. Mrs. Welder Wayne's going to be with me as well. I might even have my kids here, but they said we don't want to go to that, so they might be staying home with my oldest, who'll look after him. PCT, thank you, Todd. Is spinning up a website and phone numbers by early next week in order to missing bulk parts or set up monthly deliveries. However, it might be US only to start, waiting on further info. Excellent. On the R2D2 model, do we have to place that clear plastic piece in the other foot as well? No, Roy, they only wanted it in one foot. To be honest with you, a lot of people have been having problems with that sensor. The calibration panel was just to lift the sensor slightly, because I think it was the thickness of the plastic was setting it off, so it needed to push the little lens further in. I actually got the same effect by bunging some blue tack underneath it and then screwing it in so that it fits quite flat over there. And both of my legs work absolutely fine now. But that's probably what the problem is that people are having, that it's not clearing the little sheath of the plastic foot plate. So, all fun. At least I managed to say tentacles. Yeah, it's very... Well, I mean, I'm halfway through the Kraken. Give it another half and tentacles might be a bit more of a problem. When I found I'm going to make a 100-part build of Wayne, part work me. Adrian, funny you used to say that. In Insomnia Gaming Festival before COVID, they had a scanning machine where they'll scan me with a 360 camera and then turn me into an STL so I can 3D print myself. But I wanted one of me like pointing to something so I could have it on models just pointing. But, you know, thinking about it now, if I had an STL, I'd have it in different positions like sitting so I can put myself in the time machine, or I don't know, have me on the boat with a chum hand in a chum barrel and a scoop in my hand. I don't know. You hope to go to the show after drive. It looks a really good show. This will be the first time I've ever been to Telford, but the reputation precedes it, so it's going to be cool. I passed the shirt twice, did I? Can't even recognise my own shirts, really. Stand by. Let's get cracking. See my robots one. Orca. Oh, it is on there. Wow. Look, there's my Let's Get Cracking one there. It's because when I hovered over it, it went to the back. Hello. There you go. Let's get cracking. And it comes in all these different colours. So, all fun. Thank you, Pete. I'm glad someone can see today. I'm telling you, anything that goes wrong on tonight's stream, I'm blaming the rum. It's the rum. Oh. You lost everything. What happened, Brady? That's not good. You know what, though, Brady? After you lost everything, you're free to accomplish anything. Because I lost everything in 2013. And this is what I've come back to. This is what I built from then. So, oh wait, you shouldn't be mentioning the Wizard of Oz. No, I shouldn't be mentioning the Wizard of Oz. You must have called drunk singing back in the day. Wizard of Oz and a 3 litre bottle of a 3 litre box of Live Milk. And I think we finished watching it and being drunk out of our minds about 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we were working at Blockbuster Video at the time at 8 o'clock in the morning. So you can imagine what sort of state we were in. When we feel the Amazon, I'm going to be working on it next week, Carl. The bits that we're doing now are just the large, bulky bits, so I reckon there's not long to do. I reckon 2 videos at most, probably. All the fiddly stuff is done now. Bat dog. The Tumblr's out in January, Andrew James. But there you go. Yeah, Pip don't like men. She likes me though for some reason. Cat suit for the dog. She's adorable. She's tiny. She's tiny. She's a Chihuahua. She is a cross between a Yorkshire Terrier and a Chinese crested whatever they're called. That's what she's a cross between. I did see the latest Doctor Who, and I don't know how Phil's watching this, Spruverse, but you're in a lot of press at the moment, Phil, because of Paul McGann appearing on Doctor Who. All good stuff. All good stuff. They absolutely loved seeing Paul McGann in the latest Doctor Who episode, and obviously it's bringing up the 1996 film, so it's certainly doing a lot of good positive words in the community. So excellent. That was Phil's baby, if you didn't know. Spruverse baby, the Doctor Who film from '96. But yeah, even I was shocked. But I want well, it's all cool. You probably have already seen it. I don't know. Your bat dog is cute. It's not my dog. That's the mother-in-law's dog. She's just on holiday here for the week, Steve. The Lancaster be a amazing kit. Where did you get it? Well, it's only on trial at the moment, Will, and it's only in certain places around the country. From what I know, it was in Liverpool, Canvey Island or Essex, and some other choice places. I think we will see it, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see it in the new year with the Tumblr. I wouldn't be surprised if they come out at the same time, but we'll have to see. Oh, you are here, Chris's collection. Hello. I know all the stuff's in customs at the moment, Chris, because I've been tracking it. It would be funny if Baldrick turned up on Black Adam. Oh, you've just come back from Cyprus. God, you've had a good time away. Fire Truck's good. We've just finished. I think we finished pack 7. I don't know when pack 8's out. So, now Pip's not a Chihuahua. Phoebe's a Chihuahua. Phoebe's a cross between a Chihuahua. I almost said Rottweiler then. Chihuahua Jack Russell. Your first Bond movie was A View to the Kill. See, I liked View to a Kill as well, even though like Bond was like a pensioner in that one. Well, Wayne, when you do a live stream, do you ever get interrupted by the doorbell? No, funny enough, no one knocks the door at this time of night, and even if they did, I'd probably never answer it. We were having fun the other day talking about mobile phones from like the early 90s. Well, I say early 90s. When did mobile phones come? Probably about mid-90s, wasn't it? And you used to have to pay for a ringtone. So if you wanted like a tune ringtone, you'd have to pay for it and then get it downloaded to your phone. But I don't think I've ever had the ringer on my phone now. and even if people call me, I very rarely answer it. I call people back. It's all messaging nowadays. Blackadder was outstanding. It certainly was. Absolutely brilliant. I love Blackadder. Roger Moore in The Spy Who Loved Me. That, again, one of my favourite films. Gotta love Jaws. Richard Kiel. Where did you get the electric screwdriver? Where did you get your electric screwdriver song? Do you mean screwdriver? My electric screwdriver. What? Mark, I really hope it's the Kraken. Did you actually mean where did you get your electric screwdriver song? Which I don't make no sense. Or where did I get my electric screwdriver from? Because it's on my Amazon store. If it's the screwdriver. There's only one Doctor, and that's David Tennant. No! Tom Baker. Tom Baker and Peter Davidson. I liked Matt Smith as well. I've never watched David Tennant as Doctor Who. Oh, hello over at Malice Minion. I've just seen you there. What happened to the Enterprise build? You're over on TikTok there. The Enterprise build, as I said, because Eagle Moss has gone bankrupt, it's on hold until it gets picked up by someone else or sent out by the people that actually make it. We'll have to see. Hello, Peter. How's it going? Not sure if I ever asked, but what's the best and worst kit you've done so far? The worst kit is probably the... I don't know. I didn't like the Ferrari. Although that's probably the best kit as well. It's one of the best because it looks amazing. But because of the instructions, it was probably the worst to build. That probably mirrors with a DB5 as well. Looks amazing, but building it was a pain in the neck. Take care, Brady's Photography. I am going to be doing Optimus Prime Date Hog. Can't wait. That's in the new year as well. So that'll be coming in January. It's going to be a busy time on the channel. The DB5, when I was building that for someone called Christian Buxton, and he picked it up from here. He came to the workshop and he's got the DB5 now. Do the Samba before you start building yours. I haven't got room in my life for another build at the moment. We've almost finished the Dodge Charger and the Routemaster, so that'd be two vacant spaces that I'll have. Take care, Ian. See you later, mate. Cincinnati is another one. You had 28 teeth out at the same time when you were 32. But we've only got 32 teeth. Wow. I'm not looking forward to it. You've ordered your R2 batteries from Ecolux. That's where I got mine from. And I have put a link for the UK ones as well. Now, you will have to prime those batteries before you put them in, and there's examples of how to do that. But I will show that on the channel when we get round, so we can do that together. New James Bond, I hear Liz Truss is job hunting. I don't think the who is it? The Broccoli Estate will let there be a female Bond. I think they're stuck in their ways there. I don't know who will make that. Take care, Lou. See you later, mate. Lou's got at 8:32 tonight. Are you late? You normally go at 23. 8:23. Hopefully you're watching this on demand. We'll have to see. Would you be interested in building my Mitsubishi kit? Could even mod it with lights. You know what? Thug Life, perhaps. But you need to be in the UK. Hopefully you are. Because I'm building the Ferrari for David Phillips at the moment. So I only want to do one at the moment. Because what we do is we make a holiday of it. I build the model. And then we go away for the weekend. So I can drop it off to whoever I'm building it for. That's how we pick the location around the UK where we're going. Hello, Maker's Cave. How's it going? Dentistry is the only medical profession that deals with disease that's 100% preventable. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. In 37 years, I did 157,000 treatments, 17,000 extractions, 78,345 fillings. Sounds like you had a tally board. You know, like planes have their kills on the side of it. You had it on the side of the chair. And an extraction, you put another tally on there. Wow. That's crazy. But I'll tell you what, Chris, I bet you've seen some sites. I bet you've seen people that have come in and you just thought, oh my God. Oh my God. I know you can't say that. And you have to be very professional. And say, oh yeah, we can deal with this. You must be thinking inside, oh my God. The Rowan Atkinson is going to be. He's been Bond. Johnny English is Bond. I'm gonna dilute my my rum down a bit. I think I went a little bit heavy on the rum. Hello, Ed. How's it going? You're thinking of doing the Knight Rider kit. What's the best advice you give? Enterprise didn't work out for me. I have more stages than I can work on. It was a total mess. Richard, draw a line under the Enterprise and put it in a box somewhere. That's the first thing I recommend. Knight Rider's quite an easy kit, to be honest with you. The electrics, some people have been having problems with the electrics. I haven't had a problem with mine. I did break the watch So I have got the watch coming again, but the watch still works. It's just that I broke the screen. But it's not as fiddly as things like the... I found the Ferrari that I'm doing at the moment. That's quite fiddly. The Lamborghini Miura's quite fiddly. The Ferrari... Well, you've heard my comments about that earlier on. That was crazy. I think the world has now gone mad where a vegan brand has brought out a chicken burger with no chicken in it. Isn't that a glute patty? Linda McCarthy, if you remember, because I used to work for Sainsbury's, they used to bring out a range of beefless beef burgers. And then I'm sure that the trading standards got involved and said, well, you can't call them beef burgers if there's no beef in them. Just like you can't call Kentucky Fried Chicken if it ain't from Kentucky. You really enjoyed that. Yeah, you know what? I went back and watched it. And yeah, I absolutely loved it. Because, I mean, after Peter Davidson, I think, I didn't really watch Doctor Who. And it wasn't until Matt Smith and my daughter getting involved in loving Doctor Who that I came back into it again. But I didn't like... she lost her interest in Doctor Who with Capaldi. And I don't even know what they were doing with Jodie Whittaker. I think... I don't know. By that time, I'd completely lost interest in the whole thing. Your first Bond film was Living Daylights. Wow. Your first film was Spy Who Loved Me. You're showing me my age now, I'm telling you. Because when did Live and Let Die came out? Wasn't that 73? No, it would have been later than that. It was 73, Live and Let Die. So Live and Let Die came out when I was born. Wow. Blink is one of your... I haven't seen it. Blink, is that the things with the statues that move? See, I only know things like this because I used to collect for my daughter again the Eagle Moss figurines, where there's only 80 in the collection. And by the time Eagle Moss went under, I think they must have been in the 400s. That was a joke. I think that's another reason why they've gone bankrupt. Highway from Fishguard, Pembrokeshire. I'm Mark Lewis. I'm getting my map out. I know most places, but I've never heard of Fishguard. Let me see where that is. Fishguard, Pembroke. There we go. Fishguard, Pembrokeshire. Where's that? Ah, so you're like well, where's that? Oh, so you're like on the tip of Wales, the bottom side of Wales. Let me get the map out for people. Look, this is where you are. You're somewhere around there. It's all good. I don't think I've ever been there. I think the nearest up this side of the country I've been to Aberystwyth. Where's that? That's further north, isn't it? There's Aberystwyth. I've been there. And I've been to Welshpool. Don't know where that is. But yeah, I haven't been that far over. There you go. My geography is now back up to standard again. You didn't like the Daniel Craig... I thought Casino Royale was good. But yeah, they went steadily downhill. My interest waned until Skyfall. Skyfall was excellent as well. John Pertwee, Tom Baker are the two best Doctors. I never watched John Pertwee, but Tom Baker definitely. Love Tom Baker. I had a friend in school, funny enough. His name was David Abrahall. And he was the Labour MP for Pitsea East, I think it was, in Basildon, years ago. He actually goes by the name of David Lacey now. And he's part of the Rat Back touring thing because he does a brilliant Frank Sinatra. And he used to be absolutely crazy about Doctor Who when I was in school, when I was like 8 or 9. And he had all the costumes back then. And I think that's what got me into the Tom Baker era of Doctor Who. Just having someone who I went to school with, funny enough. I don't actually know what he's doing now. Hello, Charlotte. How's it going? I understand we're coming around your house for a tea tomorrow. So it'd be nice to see you. But the only time I get to see you is on the live stream. Charlotte's my daughter, by the way, if you didn't know. What's the best batteries? All you need to do, Mark Lewis, is make sure you get 18650 batteries, button top, unprotected. That's the most important thing. If it doesn't say, class it as protected. It must specifically be unprotected, otherwise it ain't going to work. And I say it's got to be over 2,500 milliamps. The higher the milliamps, the better. I think the last Doctor I saw was the last New Year's Day one. Oh, Charlotte, we've been talking about you. Charlotte's the person I've been chatting about regarding Doctor Who. You've been watching Doctor Who since Tom Baker. Wow. And I can honestly say I've not enjoyed an episode in the last 5 years until the latest episode. It was not great, but it was at least watchable. I think that's shared by a lot of people, and that's why they brought back. Who's the new guy that they brought back now? I can't remember his name. Is it one of the old directors? John, there we go. Someone just put it there. No, they didn't. I was reading John Russell. Hasn't he got a name like that? Can't remember. If you dilute it, it doesn't weaken it. Yeah, I know. But it tastes like it does. It's when I go in. It's after the stream. It's when I go into the house and I'm singing to Mrs. Welderwayne. Have you noticed that my moustache has now got its winter wear on? I've grown it up to my nose now. I normally trim it here, so I've got the I've got the full. I mean, no, what is it? November coming on. Movember. Grow a moustache. So yeah, I'm going for the full moustache. Perhaps I'll have a handlebar thing going on. I don't think Mrs. Welderwayne will let me, but, you know, let's see how far I can get with it before she tells me off. You lost all your teeth in a bike accident. Oh, my God. You know what? I have nightmares about that, David, losing my teeth. I don't know why. But you're lucky compared to another lad in my ward, lost a leg. Crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy. Doctor Who's back. David Tennant's back. I think he's only back for about 3 episodes, Charlotte. And then he's transitioning into the new guy. Whovians do not mention 13. You think On Her Majesty's Secret Service is the best Bond? I mean, it was all right. It wasn't one of my favourites. Your first Bond was Dr. No, so you were there right from the beginning then, Chris. But you know what? Was Dr. No as successful when you first saw it? Or did it take all the other Bond films for people to go back and then see, actually, we like this character? And then people started to rewatch Dr. No? I wouldn't know. That's way before I was born. It's got a nice ferry to Ireland, has it? I've still got it on here. Oh, yeah, the St. George's Channel it goes over. And it ends up at, God, I can't pronounce this. Rosslare Harbour. Mrs. Welderwayne, that could be another thing. It's a lovely scuba diving area around you. I've got my paddy license. I'd be happy to go scuba diving. I haven't been scuba diving in an age though. I need to have a refresher course, I think. Does the fact you saw Dr. No? You're not old. You're not old. You're just very wise, Robert. I think that's the word. You're wise. You're very learned. You got to have the rest of your teeth out due to gastric, due to genetic problems. Have been told we'll have to have dentures. Can't have implants. But how do you keep dentures in and not move about blue tack? I know the dentist can answer that for you. I think you could call yourself mature, Robert. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, look, wow, it didn't take long for the bots to get in here, did it? We haven't even talked about Kate Beckinsale tonight, and the bots are in here. Did I just say that word? I didn't mean to say that word. What I meant to say was, what do you call a cow with no, what's this? What do you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef. Mrs. Welderwayne, I said this joke to her the other day. This is a joke for you can use on everyone. I think this is great. It says, what's the difference between a piano, a tuner, and a pot of glue? And Mrs. Welderwayne says, I don't know. So I says, well, you can tune a piano, but you can't piano a tuner. And she's like, okay. What about the glue? I said, I knew you'd get stuck there. Dad jokes. Take care, brother. See you later, mate. I guarantee that joke's now going to be shared around all your friends and family. William Hartnell was your first Doctor Who. Oh, my God. Russell T. Watson, thank you. I knew Russell was in there somewhere, Steve Graham. Russell T. Davis. Sorry. If you There we go. There's your answers, hobby time. You watched Doctor Who from William Hartnell till Christopher Eccleston. And was it the new era Doctor Who, Nick, that made you just think this isn't for me anymore? Because to be honest with you, I think Doctor Who was all about the writing. The writing just got terrible. That's my own personal opinion from Christopher Eccleston. Although I did like Matt Smith. I enjoyed the Matt Smith era. And then it just went really downhill for me. Hello, Wayne. Love your channel and videos. Any new videos on your builds? Well, we've got Titanic coming out tomorrow, Kenneth, but that will be late. It will be late in the day, just so you know. The Blu-rays from Tom Baker years have excellent bonus material. I haven't seen that. Yes, there's a new franchise. Just brilliant. Wow. Oh, bless you. David Tennant is only doing a one series before the new Doctor starts, and I don't even think it's going to be a lot of episodes either. From what I've read, I mean, I'm by far I'm not Whovian. Yeah, I'm in trouble. Goldfinger was your first Bond. Also had the first gold Corgi DB5 model. Sold it with box and a load of other models when I got married in 2001. Wow. You know, I sold all of my original Kenners. I think I've told you that before on the channel. My Star Wars Kenner figures and that. I try not to think about it now. They weren't on card, but they were complete. So they weren't mint on card, but all of the figures were complete. And I had all the Kenner figures, all the Power of the Force figures. I had a B-Wing fighter, an X-Wing, an AT-AT, a Millennium Falcon. I had loads. Terrible. And I didn't sell them for a lot of money either. When I say not a lot of money, I mean like 20 quid. At some car boot sale in the 80s. I don't know. Late 80s. That was an awful joke. It was funny. Come on. What do you call a sheep with no legs? A cloud. Here in Pennsylvania, you have a town called Altoona. For you, Wayne. That's Altoona. A friend of mine jokes of the name saying there is no tuna in Altoona. Hello, Thomas, over on Facebook. How's it going? I am a wise Jedi Master. You got 50 issues for my R2D2 droid. Now I need 50 more issues to go. So you haven't got the dome yet then. The dome comes in issue 51, Thomas, if you didn't know. So that's on its way. What do you call a monkey in a minefield? A baboon. Hello, Rick. We're scraping the barrel with dad jokes tonight now. Have you got the Rossi Part Works upgrade set, Wayne? Well, I've got the first 2 packs I've had. I haven't got anything else yet. Take care, Adrian. See you later, mate. And what do you call a dog with no legs? Doesn't matter what you call it. It won't come to you. It's a joke. Why is the Doctor Who likes a cooking show? It has 2 bakers in it. Also, I'm sad. Why is Doctor... I see. We are really struggling viral now. God, you can tell it's coming to the end of the stream, can't we? Well, look, I'm going to finish my rum off, which I've got here. Now, I can't reiterate enough. There's going to be a video go up on the channel after the stream, which is a Christmas video. I'm very aware of that. But I just want to show off the Lemex display at Gates today, which is all cool. And then tomorrow, we're definitely going to have the Titanic on. No videos over the weekend. And then Monday, not quite sure yet. Potpourri. We're going to see what it's going to be a mix. We'll see what's coming on Monday. But remember, no videos on the channel on Tuesday or Wednesday while I am recuperating from having my teeth ripped out. But thank you for joining me tonight. It's been a fun old stream, and I will see you next week. Take care.